Non-athletics on sports, as the 2025 National Olympics Committee of Kenya general elections draw near, aspirants of different positions have come out clear to make their final bids ahead of the historic event. Daniel Mwendwa had a one-on-one interview with the current NOCK First Vice President, Shadrack Maluki, who is currently vying for the NOCK President position to replace the outgoing President Paul Tergat, who has served his 2 terms. Let's take a listen.
Thank you so much. We are in this year's edition of the Sawyer Awards, where we are joined by the National Olympic Committee presidential candidate, one and only, Judo President Mr. Maluki. Thank you on board. Maybe you tell us first your role. You've been a judo player. Tell us life as an athlete. How was it?
Thank you so much. Shadrack Maluki here, who has been an athlete in judo under 86 kilograms. Then you don't have 86 kilograms anymore now. The weights have changed. And as an athlete, I represented my country in several events. Outside, like in 1990, I was in Jigoro Kano Cup, which was in Japan, and in 1991, I was in All Africa Games, Cairo, where we all performed pretty well. So as an athlete, I can tell you I enjoyed being an athlete representing my beloved nation, Kenya.
What are some of the achievements maybe you made as an athlete in that period?
In that period, I was the national champion in my weight in my country, and also in East Africa and Africa. So that's what made me get motivated into ensuring that I grow the sport when I became the president of the Kenya Judo Federation.
You're the current president, Judo Federation, the first vice of the National Olympics Committee of Kenya. What are some of the achievements maybe you've made as the National Olympic Committee first vice president?
I can say that I was working under Dr. Paul Tergat, who is a great leader, a great, very, very good leader in sports management, because he also is a former athlete. We all know very well where he came from. So I can say that we worked together as a team, and he delegated me to do a lot of many things. We grew the sports in terms of growing the talent. We engaged the federations openly, because unless you grow the federations, you engage them, they form the basis, they form the foundation where the athletes stand on. The athletes stands on the foundation of the federation. So we tried as much as we could to work very closely with the federations as we are creating more governance, transparency issues. We did a lot, and I think everybody knows that we developed the sports together under the Dr. Paul Tergat time.
Now you're going in for the National Olympics Committee President seat. What will Shadrack Maluki deliver once elected as president?
Once elected the president of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, as my manifesto states, because I think all of you have seen my manifesto, I will be more embarking on athlete. Athlete is key to me. I'll be ensuring that all athletes get their proper training facilities in good time. Preparations for all events will be done in good time. Ask me why? It's because I will engage the biggest stakeholder, who is the government. I will work very closely with the government to ensure all these goals and objectives of ensuring that our athlete is well prepared and in good times is achieved. That will be my main goal.
Unlike football, athletics, judo is a fast-growing sport. What are you going to ensure, what are you going to do in your government to ensure that local sports, fast-growing federations, maybe get equal share considering the other federations?
In my tenure, I would not look at big or small federations. Every athlete has an equal talent like any other. Talent is talent. I will be working with the government closely enough to ensure that all the training facilities for any discipline are available and accessible. That will be my main objective And I'm sure that once I achieve that, then all the disciplines, all the sports will grow simultaneously.
Rising against all odds. Why Maluki?
Why Maluki? Because he has been tested, he's been there, he understands it, he understands the game in terms of I've been an athlete, I've been an administrator, I've been the vice president for my president for the last 8 years. I've learned from the best, and I'm looking forward to taking the posts under mentorship of Dr. Paul Tergat, who is the best. I've learned from the best.
You're the president of Kenya Judo Federation,
yes.
An upcoming sport in the country. Once elected, what are some of the challenges you're going through as a federation, and what key areas are you working on to ensure that judo develops in the country? We saw that in the previous edition of the Olympic Games, we had 2 athletes who took part in the Paris Olympics. You are the chief demi-show. Tell us what you're going to do to ensure that all those events, and specifically judo, you're going maybe to send a good crew and a strong crew that will maybe go onto the finals.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I've been working closely in collaboration with the African Judo Union and also International Judo Federation. We have been given a coach, or they have seconded a coach here for free. Is being paid by the International Judo Federation to coach Kenyan national teams and the youth program, and also the refugee program. So we have had a huge and ambitious program in developing judo. And the results speak for themselves. Judo was not recognized before, but now it has become medal-winning sport. We are taking youngsters there, and they are winning medals because I'm ambitious. I'm an extremely ambitious man, and I will grow the sport to greater heights. Don't forget that the league has become extremely competitive. We have opened so many clubs in the country. So making the league competitive, it means that you will have the best in every weight category. So they compete amongst themselves here to win that one slot to represent your country. To represent your country is a glory. So they got to give their best. And that's what I've created, competitive league.
Chairman, Africa Judo Union, what have you contributed to the growth of the sport and sports in general?
Chairman of African Judo Union, that title is huge. It is actually what we are riding on in judo. They are competing with other countries in Africa, knowing that their chairman, their boss, their president is in charge of the continent. So that itself motivates the athletes to know that they are representing their country where the chairman of the continent comes from. It's a motivating factor. And I keep on telling them, we are doing this together, guys. We are working on this together because we cannot let down the chairman. You can't let the chairman, and you can't let down your country. So let's do it together. It's a teamwork. That is what I have.
Lastly, looking at the camera, address Kenya Judo Federation fans, judo fans, and National Olympic fans. Maybe a message to them.
A message to the National Olympic Committee membership. I am seeking the position of the presidency because I have what it takes to take the movement to the next level. I have been the deputy president of Dr. Paul Tergat for the last 8 years, and I know that I've learned from the best. Electing Shadrack Maluki is electing continuity, is electing a man who is coming to serve you. Electing Maluki, you are electing yourself, because we will be working together to develop what we know best, our sports, for our beloved nation, Kenya.